would you like to find yourself in a situation like this? The Legion has ordered a muster of all legionnaires in the castle's main square. A tribune paces between the ranks, while merchants, peasants and other civilians gather in huddles to witness the spectacle. Suddenly, the legate, the Legion's commander, appears and begins a thundering speech.
Today, in the name of Emperor Therion, we must put an end to the mutiny. Deserters and traitors who abandoned their brothers in arms are preparing to besiege the city. Scouts report that the rebels have constructed catapults, mustered cavalry, and are already marching towards us. They have bribed the Coyote gang to join them in this vile attack. And what do you think the Imperial College of Mages is doing? Aiding the Imperial Legion with their sorcery? Not even close! Those arrogant fools have concocted some cult of the truth that seeks to destroy their barrier, and they refuse to stand with us against this horde of criminals. We have also signed an alliance contract with mercenaries. They will fight on our side. Soldiers of the Legion, I have assigned each of you to your combat squads. Alpha, shock cavalry. Omega, you are on the catapults. Gamma, defensive formation at the gates. Obey the orders of your options, as you would my own.
Scarcely had the legate finished speaking when the rebels' catapult barrage rained down upon the city. Legionnaires scramble to positions, citizens seek shelter, and merchants stash away their civil weapons. The battle has begun. The rebels breach the gates, cavalry charges inside, trampling the stunned infantry. Mages on both sides trade curses. Amidst the chaos, you find a flanking path and, bypassing the battle, flee the city. You walked aimlessly for a long time until suddenly you emerged near a village on the outskirts of the Legion's lands. The elder, instructing other peasants to keep watching the fields and the new forge, gathers the militia and suggests you travel with their caravan to the miners. They even promise to feed you, and for a beggar like yourself that is all that matters. You trekked through the wild forests, bypassing all dangers, and finally reached the mining camp. Miners dislike uninvited guests, but they have known the elder for a long time and welcomed your delegation hospitably. The miners and villagers gathered together by the campfire to discuss a plan of action. The elder began.
Morbius has sent an army of the dead to be our doom. While the Imperials were staging a bloodbath trying to figure out who's in the right, we united with the Colleague to fight the curse. The Colleague equipped squads to hunt down Morbius' skeletons. A messenger told me they are nearly finished and said we must acquire some armor. And what armor can there be without metal?
The head miner interrupted.
My lads mined a ton of ebonite, but then Greek clouded their vision. They forgot about safety and now they're all buried beneath the collapse.
The elder suggested helping to dig out the fallen miners to retrieve the resources needed to fight the curse. This time, not forgetting the support beams, you managed to extract the riches from the bowels of the earth. Without wasting a minute, everyone headed back to the village. Now you understood why the villagers had built the forge. With its help, the mined metals were transformed into armor and blades for all the townfolk, miners and militia. You even got a share yourself. Soon, the Archmage and his colleague arrived at your village to join forces and march to the altar of power. As the mages laid out parts of a skull on the altar, the Archmage explained that had they not caught the stray skeletons in time to prevent them from assembling this skull themselves, it would have been the end of all life on the island. Now everyone standing near the altar must face Morbius' minions in a fierce battle for the right of all living beings to continue existing on the island. Because several years ago, Emperor Therion's people desecrated the Divine Island with their presence, and as punishment, every god of the Pantheon sent humanity a trial. Morbius, an invasion of the army of the dead. Terra, flesh-eating marmixes. Zygo, treacherous werewolves. And Soma, an epidemic of sentient plague. To survive, people of the island must unite and complete the gods' trials. Or will you decide to side with the divine forces to teach the foolish humans a lesson? Will you try to get rich, lead a player's factions into battle, or peacefully engage in farming? The time has come to decide what your day will be like in Spellward.